right, if you can see the screen, please give a thumbs up or acknowledge. Okay, so there is nothing interesting happening with the euro just yet. As you can see, the market has obviously been quite stormy due to the US dollar index and naturally oil. So let's see what we have going on here. NZD. Okay, the NZD is actually looking pretty good. Check this out. We have essentially approached a decent level. There was a very sharp drop. We may see a move from this level. I will probably share this trade setup today. It looks very promising. Next up, JPY. It failed to form a false breakout today. You absolutely must watch the level. You always need to adapt it. See, here is the adapted level. The thing is, when the price starts moving up and down near the level, or we swing up and down, make sure to adjust the level. Let's see how today turns out. This is a classic false breakout. The classic false breakout means it's either a genuine false breakout or just a fake out. All right, let's keep looking. A UD, nothing whatsoever. CHF, same thing here. Look at this. I had an old level marked probably from the weekly charts. See, there was a level on the weeklies and we touched it right on the dot. This level remains relevant for opening a breakout trade relative to it. GBP. Now the GBP is slowly starting to look appealing to me. It is moving back into the long zone. We absolutely must wait for today's close because, as you can see, the asset dropped but was immediately bought back up. You definitely shouldn't expect a strong upward move today. It won't shape up that way. So the GBP is only worth looking at by the end of the day. Let me show you something. For example, let's say we have a level here. Actually, let's look at this without a level. Just take a random setup. Picture a scenario like this. An asset was moving along, then it opened like this and did this. In this case, you cannot expect a strong continuation upward. Let me explain. Basically, the deeper an asset pulls back down and the more distance it travels back up to the level, the more energy it burns. Never forget one essential thing. The forex market is a range-bound market. You shouldn't expect straight, massive, or sharp moves in here. That rarely happens. So, if you see that an asset was moving, then suddenly opened way down here and started moving like so, all that energy has already been spent. It is better to stay away from this asset for now. That means with the GBP, we need to wait. See, it opened lower, pulled back up, and now we have to wait and see how it closes. Now the Canadian dollar, just a complete dead zone over here. See, the price went up and down around the level, so it needs to be adjusted based on the pullback level where the price repeatedly hit the same point. You can do it right here though, because this is a level. This is a pullback. See how it hits the exact same point? Always check how strong a level is. 1.4178, 1.4177, a very good level. And look, we had a 2-bar false breakout. This level can be used as a protective level. And naturally, we have a new level for the Canadian dollar. All right, next up is oil. For those who watched my video, I said oil was doomed. And look, there it is. Oil is approaching a very strong level. Let's see what it does next. This will probably be the first stop. But as I said, oil will continue to drop. Gold and silver. Slowly but surely, we are finally starting to see some pullbacks. To be honest, silver's nearly 50% decline. From its high caught me completely off guard. So overall, I think silver and gold will rise from their current levels over the course of the year. Basically, I am betting that both gold and silver will continue to climb. So, what's happening with the S&P 500? For now, as they say in Odessa, it's naked Wasser, meaning it's a complete dud. There is a level right here, see? There it is. Most likely there was a strong zone above this level. Let me give you a pro tip. Always pay attention when the price starts swinging up and down near the level. See the constant openings and closings right at the level? That tells you that you marked it correctly. And if the price doesn't move up and down near it, see, it has already cleared out. If the price returns to this figure, for example, we can look for a good long trade. This is super important. All right, let's keep going. BTC. I'll tell you straight out, I think BTC is going to drop further. Something strange is going on there. I recorded a video yesterday, and I'm very skeptical about what I'm seeing. I really don't like how BTC and Ethereum are behaving. Something is happening behind the scenes, and what they are trying to show us is something I don't like at all. Now here, as you can see, the price went up and down around the level. The level needs to be adapted. Next up are protective pairs, EUR/CAD, nothing there. GBP/NZD, nothing either. Now here, we are starting to see something a bit more interesting. This is probably driven by the GBP. See, a very strong level here. Look how we touched it many times. We were testing it, see? Let's check it. The high is 2.1578. This is for the people who don't believe that levels work when it comes to Forex. Look at that, see? The price tested the level with precision down to a pip. This level was marked correctly. It had a decent pullback. And if we actually approach this point, this GBP/JPY crosspair could pull off a great upward move. All right, this evening, I will be looking out for a strong bearish bar. See? And essentially, if we move below these lows, let's check the low. It's 1.6490. That means that the asset could head lower.